version plates and other things. So we have Julian on the pull. Really nice, steady, regal pull here. Well done, Julian. Shows with it. So keep it rocking and rolling because we need to get through this afternoon. And then of course we're at the Farmer's Arms in a fortnight's time. So he's just putting his lap belt in and booted, which he is. So we have a green flag. Come on, let's rock and roll. Nice pull. So we have green light, green flag. All over to you now, Max. It's your show. Come on, let's rock and roll. Well done, nice pull. So it's all over to you. Come on, let's just build her up. Come on, bring her on. We are rocking and rolling. Just so hard there, it really saps the power. Original fuel pump, so the Minimex pump. So I keep joking, they're getting married next month and the Bosch fuel pump, it must surely be on the wedding list for them. So come on, let's go. We have green everything, so let's rock and roll. It's down to you, Lydia. Come on, the one little determined driver here. Keep going, flat out. Come on. Good girl. You've done it, well done. The seasons, this is one of the regulars we have onto the sledge. It always entertains us. This is Justin's ERF, but of course we have our entertainer driving it today, which is of course Robbie Williams, aka Josh Roberts, to help him pull. Main man says green. So let's rock and roll. So I think it is defined as that tractor, so hopefully it's going to always stay like that. So it's all over to you now. Main man says green, you're ready to go. So come on, build her up. So he's going to really bring her on to boost now. So he's going to get it going, singing and dancing, rocking and rolling. We're on the pole. Well up onto the very nice pull, well done. pressure class. Well, this is the very first one. This is the starter. This is the chief of them. This is Paul Ryder with major issues. The tractor he built last year and has run for the 2 seasons. Had some absolute cracking pulls, especially just lately, even going better and better than tractor has been. So let's hope it's going to do the same for you this time, Paul. Nice, Paul, well done. You've gone up here. Weight box is quite a way up on you. So definitely one of the more powerful tractors of the bunch. An absolute very stable summer. So, but it's just flown by so fast. But you can capture all the action and also our picture day, which of course this year will be the Father's Army fortnight. It's all on our picture day. Just a few tweaks here and there, but keeping it simple, because always the thought is the less you push your engine and your tractor, it's going to be more reliable. And sometimes it's just nice to be able to bring a tractor out to pull with, have a bit of fun. You might not light up the world, but you have some fun, and that tractor can have a slowing braking system to it. So it is down to him. He's the main man. He's the one that puts the weight on the tractors, and they aren't all pulling the same weight. It just matches them to the horsepower. We just really want to make the work and put a bit of a spectacle on for you. So now we have the wheels Detroit. The noisiest one of them. All has to be one, and it's on AKA as animated art. It does look like a younger version. I don't think it's not really taken, but it does definitely look like it. And of course, keeping it on organised, before we will be in a fortnight time on the 6th
basic traction engine. Everything on this field, apart from some of the steam lorries, is the same basic principle of a boiler with an engine on the top of it, driving some gears into the wheel. The rest of it is refinery to do different jobs. The car, the lorry, the majority of the Showman's engines you will see today are this crimson lake maroon colour with either yellow or red wheels. The purpose of the Showman's engine was to pull the rides from fair to fair, from town to town. The showman would use them to pull the rides and broken down with all packing trucks on cars, trailers behind the steam engine. They would then build the ride in whichever town they got to, and then once the ride was put together, the steam engine was the dynamo. The engine was The big back wheels also didn't just give the engine power, they gave them speed. If you're a showman, you want to get the best pitch on the fairground that you can get. So quite often, there are stories of places like the Oxford fairs where they weren't allowed onto the streets until 5 in the morning because of the laws of the town, or the city, and then they sign off. Pretty much that, but then they can tear hell of a leather down to the last one so they can get the best spot, get set up, and start earning money from the ride as soon as possible. But they also wanted them to look good. This engine doesn't have to look like this to do its job. But you look at it and it's magnificent. Wait and see here is very unusually presented in this yellow colour. Now we said earlier that most of the Showman's engines were painted in the crimson lake. And they look magnificent. There's gold leaf on them, there's brass, there's copper, and they really stand out. But if you're a showman, you really want to make yours stand out. You paint yours yellow. And that's what Crowder and Johnson did. Flying things on the door, yes, that really was a fairground ride. JCB engine, well, I think it's a little more successful than the JCB. Hopefully it will last, well, it already has lasted a lot longer. But wait and see, and its sisters, all very fine engines. These two here, Philadelphia and Onslow, and the endurance of the Goddard family. All three of these were made by Burroughs and Fenton in Norfolk. The Burroughs I mentioned in the poem when we read it, but other manufacturers made Showman's engines as well. We'll look at those as I walk past all the other people in the city, just back to Cornwall. But look at that, what a fine line of engines. Here we have Dreadnought again, a very famous engine on the showground, very powerful, big Burrow engine. Once again, typical layout, so the dynamo at the front, the big flywheel there, which would have been driven, the dynamo here, and those electric bolts all the way on the side of the roof, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't need any of this to do its job. Have an elegance about them. Maybe that's what company Saturday engine, but a northern engine from Leeds. It's about power and style. Not necessarily much space, but very much an engine that's got grunt. They are aggressive grunt. Burrows might be faster on the flat on the road, but with a power would catch them on the hills. So very important to get those drives going from town to town and people trying to get. These are tools to do the job. Kent on the front end, this prancing horse in Victor, the rampant horse, the signature, the emblem of Kent. If you're in the Kentish regiment, you'll know that it had a horse on the cap badge. 10-ton steamroller, presented to us today by the Dibner family. Fred's name it bears on the roof, and somebody did ask me yesterday if this was a replica. It's not. It is the real thing. Very much for bringing it to us. From the 10-ton, it is 10, isn't it, this one? Yeah, got it right. I would say from the sublime to the ridiculous, but Jez will hit me if I tell him it's ridiculous. This is the smallest steamroller ever made that isn't a model. So there are model engines, miniature engines. This engine was made by Mr. Arthur Trotter, 1933, and it weighs 1 ton. It's a super little machine. He's joined by Ben Ford today, who is part of our team here, again, one of our members, and a steam apprentice as well. A lot of folks sometimes look at the heritage world and say, oh no, it's dying out, kids are only interested in telly and computer games and their phones. Ben and others like him from the Steam Apprentice, thank you Jez. But of course the British enterprise of steam engines didn't just stay in the UK. There was a big export market for engines. This is a Foden traction engine. It's very lovely people. You see the size of this massive back wheel here. This engine really hops along. If I remember, it's Tasmania working life for this one, Richard? Got it right. Excellent. I had to check because I can't remember the programme like that. But this engine had a long and hard working life in Tasmania, right on the other side of the world. Made in Cheshire, not to make Foden. Fodens saw that the market for the traction engine wasn't going to last, and they went and created the steam lorry, the steam wagon. You see that it's starting to bring the idea of the modern lorry, the concept of a lorry powered by an engine unit. So it has a soul. This one is presented to us by Alan Painter, and it's in the form of a steam bus. So not just a steam lorry for carting around goods like wool or timber or anything you want. A lot of breweries had steam lorries. This is a steam bus. Has a little personal connection in that it took my sister and brother-in-law from their wedding to their reception on a November day back in 2000. Down in front of the same riding,